Wagoneer from Stellantis. Now that the wraps are off the new Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer, and they've made their official debut, we get the chance to give you a first look and offer you our own take on both of these full-size SUVs from Stellantis. And we're not going to call it a Jeep just yet. Find out why on this episode of Queer4Cars for a first look of the new Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer, the new full-size SUVs coming to market, with room for the family, with the brawn and the power to tow all those toys, and with all the safety and technology that you can imagine and should expect on vehicles at this price point. I know we all want to use the word Jeep when you mention the word Wagoneer, since they have been synonymous since the early 1960s. This is just not the case for these new Wagoneers. While Stellantis makes the two names related here in 2021, you're not going to find Jeep branding on either of these three-row, full-size luxury workhorses. And yes, there are two Wagoneers, and they will offer the option of quadra-track all-wheel drive. But take a look over at Ram, the full-size pickup brand from Stellantis, which has a reputation of being able to tow massive loads, all the while having a room for the family and the luxury consumers really want today. So Wagoneer, who's your daddy? Yep, the Wagoneer boys have some pretty powerful daddy stock behind them. Jeep, Ram, and maybe even those Dodge boys were in there pumping some of the power under the hood. And if not, at launch, I expect you will see some Mopar power injected into these brawny boys pretty darn soon from our Stellantis buddies. Stellantis, you say? Not really familiar with that name? This is the recent merger of Fiat Chrysler Automobiles, FCA, and PSA, or Peugeot, a long-storied European manufacturer, into one international automotive giant. If you recall, FCA was created when the American Chrysler Corporation joined with the Italian Fiat Corporation to become the powerhouse that it has been, with the brands like Alfa Romeo, Dodge, Maserati, Ram trucks, Fiat, Chrysler, and others. Now add to that even more brands that we have not seen in the US for decades. These are Wagoneers first and foremost, and they are a lot bigger than that Jeep Wagoneer that was built for 30 years starting back in 1963. A fond memory of mine is learning to drive on a green 1966 Jeep Wagoneer with a 3 on the tree, an AM radio, manual roll-down windows, and even the tailgate window was a roll-down. And no power anything. Just the longtime workhorse 6-cylinder carbureted engine that Jeep continued to use for years. That Wagoneer was a blast as I bombed around our farm, blazing trails, and in the winter with its 4-wheel drive, it went through anything that had snow on it. Today's new Wagoneers are not the ride for that middle-income family. Stellantis has made no bones that this vehicle is for the family that can afford it, and appreciates the size and the luxury that these rides offer. Who cares about fuel prices when you're driving a big V8 engine? You can get a base Wagoneer Series 1, a 4x2 setup, for $57,995. But I doubt you'll even be able to find one stripped down and at that price. And if you're going to go for it, why would you buy a 4x2 in the first place? As the classic FCA, the Wagoneer will have a lot of options and accessories for you to add, making the price go up. Oh, and the profits for the company will too, as big SUVs and trucks are not only what consumers want, but have found their way to making those corporations a bunch of cold, hard cash money. But do not think for a moment that the price is going to be an issue for those that are going to buy this beast. These Wagoneer price tags are not that far off from their competition. When you look at Expedition at 50 grand, Navigator at 76 grand, Yukon at 68 grand, Escalade at 76 grand, Tahoe at 70 grand, and the Suburban at 62 grand. And those are just the starting prices. And then there are the celebrity brands like Mercedes-Benz's GLS, AMG's Geländewagen, the Maybach, Range Rover, and the other Lux rides. Full-size family powerhouses that are close to that 100 grand mark, and oftentimes a lot more. And we'll not even go and talk about the Rolls or the Bentleys and some of those other high-dollar SUVs. So there's plenty of competition for these ritzy-titsy full-size SUVs. What is the Wagoneer all about? Well, size and comfort are key with 3-row seating. 3 rows are standard on both Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer. And this time 3 rows for real adults. Wagoneer has not designed that final row to be for the forgotten kids. This 3rd row is designed to comfortably seat 6-foot-plus adults back there, with those real seats in the rear being foldable to expand the cargo space that is back under that large hatch. And if you want captain's chairs in the 2nd row, which seems to be all the rage now for these class of vehicles, you can option those in. Ka-ching! And you don't want those passengers without their own digital monitors, do you? Ka-ching again. And we can go on with their own heating controls as well as heated and cool seats. What's a few more dollars worth of options? Living in the lap of luxury is one thing. What these vehicles will do is work. And the big work for full-size SUVs is towing and hauling. With body-on-frame construction, these behemoths are towing machines with best-in-class towing capability up to 10,000 pounds. And when you think about it, that is really what you want these truck-based SUVs to do. When you're going to go camping, you're going to bring the family along with you when you tow that trailer. And if you're towing a horse trailer, there's the tack, there's the saddles, and of course the rider. And what horse family does not bring along at least a cheering section, if not another kid who is riding yet another horse? And the trailer, of course, is going to be a 2 or 3 or more horse rig. So you need that might to do the towing. And you need the comfort and space for the humans that come along with it. That means a sturdy frame and a power plant to pull it all. The hitch connected directly to the frame, and the tow vehicle length helps with trailer control, as body-on-frame design provides the best ride and handling characteristics with enhanced body torsional stiffness. These Wagoneers come with the all-new high-strength steel frame using advanced materials and engineering to be lightweight yet stiff and durable. As anyone who has ever towed a trailer knows that power is king, and being underpowered will be one of your biggest weaknesses. The Wagoneer will have a 5.7-liter V8 with the e-torque 48-volt hybrid connected to an 8-speed automatic transmission. The Grand Wagoneer will have a 6.4-liter V8 with a fuel-saver technology and connected to that same 8-speed automatic tranny. And with a 6.4 cubic liters of V8 power, let's hope for some fuel-saver technology. Note both of these V8 engines feature fuel economy helpers, the e-torque hybrid in the Wagoneer, and for the Grand Wagoneer, that fuel-saver technology that we are just going to have to find out some more about. These engine techs will be a big deal when you're rolling large with a fuel tank capacity of 26.5 gallons, and fuel prices start going up. No EPA fuel economy numbers have been published, though as we know, V8s are lucky to see a number somewhere in that low to mid 20 mile per gallon range. Rolling down the road means you have to have good-looking wheels and tires. 20-inch wheels will be standard on both the Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer. Smaller 18-inchers will come as part of a package on the Wagoneer, and 22-inchers will be standard on the Series 2, 3, as well as the Obsidian trim levels of the Grand Wagoneer. Quadra-Track. Hello, legendary Jeep capability. The Wagoneer brothers will have 3 4x4 systems, Quadra-Track 1, Quadra-Track 2, and Quadra-Drive 2, with active low range and rear electronic limited slip differential, a crawl ratio of 48:1, and select terrain traction management system available and up to 24 inches of water fording capability. And Quadra-Lift air suspension, when equipped, will deliver a smooth ride and up to 10 inches of ground clearance. Why 2 Wagoneers? Well, For the less ostentatious, there will be the Wagoneer Series 1 through 3 with the option of a 4x2 or 4x4 capability and the 5.7 e-torque engine. And that will be the lowest price and lesser option offered when you want to go whole hog. Then it will be the Grand Wagoneer, the 1, 2, 3, and Obsidian trim levels. More of everything, including more power with the bigger 6.4-liter V8. If I know Stellantis, you're going to get a lot of Wagoneer for that money. And the more you option it, the more you'll be getting. And since these SUVs were well in the works at FCA before the Stellantis merger, we know that after driving Ram, Jeep, and Chrysler products, there is a lot to be gotten in the way of packages, as they know how to bring forth the best in power, performance, and safety and technology in their vehicles. With all that size, what are you going to put inside these Wagoneers to support your active lifestyle? Well, with best-in-class overall passenger volume, best-in-class third-row headroom, and second and third-row legroom, and with the most cargo volume behind that third row, both Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer will offer a standard third row with available seating for up to 8 passengers, and it's available on all trim levels. Packed with more than 120 standard available advanced safety and security features, the new Wagoneer will come with the all-new Uconnect 5 system as standard. A big truck-based SUV has to have big screens, with up to 75 inches of total screen display area available on the Grand Wagoneer. This is where Daddy Ram comes in, where we've seen those 10.1 and 12-inch reconfigurable center stack split screen capable touchscreen displays before. Now Wagoneers, of course, come standard with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And we'll be very happy that there's a wireless charging pad for recharging those devices. Are you ready for Fire TV for auto integration with Alexa and access to hundreds of thousands of movies, TV shows, and apps? How about industry-first Macintosh 1375-watt premium audio system featuring 23 speakers, including a 12-inch subwoofer with 3D surround sound? Those will provide quite an impressive audio experience. If that's not enough, Wagoneer has available first in segment 10.25-inch articulating front passenger screen with 4 major functions: co-pilot, navigation and device management, entertainment via HDMI or rear seat entertainment control, and the ability to view the exterior vehicle cameras, and Fire TV for auto. When you're in the Grand Wagoneer, you get a 4-zone HVAC system. My house doesn't even have that. Wagoneer offers an available 360-degree surround view and night vision with pedestrian and even animal detection, a digital rearview mirror, and available driver assistant technology include heads-up display, adaptive cruise control, active driving assist, hands-free active driving assist, night vision, drowsy driver detection, and traffic sign recognition, as well as 21st century autonomous vehicle capabilities, including hands-free active driving assist. Availability will be coming later on this technology, and ParkSense automated parking system. Sales, service, and warranty. The 2022 Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer models will be built in the Warren, Michigan facility and are scheduled to arrive in dealer showrooms the second half of 2021. While Wagoneer will be sold and serviced by Jeep dealers, not every Jeep dealer will have achieved the honor of being a Wagoneer dealer, and only those Jeep dealers who have earned a Customer First Award for Excellence by J.D. Power earn the chance to host the Wagoneer customer. Standard Wagoneer Client Services Program will provide a unique and premium customer experience. 5 years of worry-free dealership maintenance, including oil changes and tire rotations. So that tells us that Wagoneers will be here for the long haul, and the people who own them will not be turning them in every 2 or 3 years. 24/7 concierge support and roadside assistance via phone or online chat. And, of course, the most important aspect of any luxury vehicle ownership, vehicle pickup and delivery for service, an equivalent loaner vehicle. Price, well, if you have to ask, you can't afford it. Customers can choose 12 order configurations that will be available at launch. 7 for Wagoneer, available in Series 2 and Series 3, and 5 for Grand Wagoneer, available in all trims. MSRP pricing starts here in the US for the 2022 model with Wagoneer Series 1 4x2 at $57,995 and run all the way up to $88,965. And there's a whole variety of trim levels and prices in between. The Grand Wagoneer Series 1, a 4x4, will start at $86,995 and go all the way up to the Grand Wagoneer Series 3 Premium at $107,980. Those prices exclude the $2,000 destination charge. While dealers are not set up to take orders quite yet, you may be able to reach out to your Jeep dealer to see if they will be one of those selected to handle the Wagoneer, and then be notified when orders are being taken. If you've enjoyed this first look video, please smash that like button and follow us here on Queer4Cars on YouTube for more automotive and truck videos. Have questions or comments? Just put them down there below in the comments and we'll get back to you. And we look forward to bringing you all the latest automotive information as soon as we get it. Until next time.